Greetings! My name is Judy and I'm 14 years old. I come from Canada and my hobbies are writing and dancing. Today I would like to introduce my environmental project, Blue Hour. Blue Hour is a charitable service focusing on spreading awareness, raising donations, but most importantly, delivering empathy and providing solutions that you and I can do each day. Today there are countless teams working towards helping restore our oceans back to its original health, yet many of them do not focus enough on the issues and problems that truly matters. For example, everyone is so focused on issues like plastic pollution that we neglect the most catastrophic anthropogenic actions that we humans are taking, such as bycatch, overfishing, and fishing gears and fishing nets. We are so caught in what we see that we often neglect what is invisible and what is truly destroying our planet and its health. My website does not only educate people on the issues, but we also focus on scientific facts about our oceans, including lots of diagrams, infographics, and high-quality pictures, so that hopefully those who visit my website will fall in love with our oceans and develop feelings of empathy, which is probably the most powerful and influential emotion which would drive us to begin change, just like it did with me. After completing an in-depth project about the organization Oceana, which highlights overfishing and bycatch as a primary concern, I began to realize that our oceans are experiencing torture far worse than just trash and runoff. Through this assignment, I was also able to watch countless videos of how beautiful our marine ecosystems once were and how plentiful our oceans used to be. Seeing the comparison now broke my heart, and I knew I had to do something about it. In Seaspiracy, the marine biologist Sylvia Earle stated that the most effective way to help our oceans restock its population is simply by reducing and eliminating our consumption of fish and meat. I agree with that completely. However, being a lover of fish and meat, I realized that it was quite difficult for me to cut these food sources from my diet completely. But ever since, I have collected hundreds of healthy and delicious vegetarian recipes to ensure that I eat as much vegetarian options as possible and replace these meals instead of fish and meat and dairy products. I concluded that although it may be difficult for someone to become vegetarian immediately, switching these meals for vegetarian options on a daily basis will still be quite helpful if everybody participates. Also, in another award-winning documentary called What the Health, it has also been proven that vegetarian options and food is actually much more nutritious than fish, dairy, and meat products. For that reason, I have added a section into my website dedicated to plant-based recipes around the globe so that anyone can contribute. I believe it is much more effective for us to take matters into our own hands and do much more than just simply donating, to actually decrease the harm we may be causing our planet. Furthermore, I added a separate forum to my website as well, so anyone with a passion to save our oceans can share their stories and projects, because I once felt powerless and frustrated thinking that there wasn't much that I could do at such a young age, and no one really around me cared about the oceans as much as I did. So I made it another goal of mine to connect a party of people compassionate about the same cause as I am to collaborate and support each other on this platform. It will also be encouraged that every single member initiate their own project wherever they live so that everyone can join this movement and do something in their region, whether that is America, China, France, or anywhere. And that is what I call the dandelion effect. Of course, this project was not a smooth ride. There was a big list of to-dos, yet so little time. It was also my first time creating my own website, so there was a lot I needed to learn. I also wanted to ensure that my website was as educational as possible, so before publishing, I tried to write as many articles and include as many recipes as I possibly could. Thankfully, all my effort has not gone to waste, and I learned so many new things from this wonderful experience. Anyhow, my website is still new, which is why I included a section dedicated to other marine organizations that I already dove in so that people can be directed to them and can read a lot more about existing programs and learn much more knowledge through multiple views. In the future, I would like to make my own website more sophisticated and educational, collaborating and creating more exposure for wider audiences, fundraising more money, and collecting more leaders around the world to help save our oceans. I think it is so important for us to come together and solve this issue. And I am so glad that today I made the decision to help and lend a helping hand to our oceans. Hopefully, my voice will be heard and I will help many other voices be heard as well.